What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Will back again, here to do some pitcher projections. Today is Saturday, September 13th, and we got a full slate of games, including our matchup of the day, Houston versus Atlanta. You got Hunter Brown versus Bryce Elder, um, coming in on our top five pitcher Ks playing today. Number one is Logan Webb at San Fran with 201. Right behind him, you got Dylan Cease in San Diego with 195. Um, Third, you got Hunter Brown in Houston with 190. Fourth, you got Sonny Gray with the Cardinals at 179. And rounding out the top five, you got Ryan Wu out in Seattle with 178. All right, before we get into the review of yesterday's picks and props, I'm gonna ask you to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to get access to these picks, there's a couple ways. Join the Dub Club. Use code UNK, UNK. You get half off your first month and the YouTube executive tier. Link in the description. All right. Going over yesterday, the projections, we had a shitty day. It was 14 for 28 for 50%. I don't like 50%. That was trash. Let's look at some of the sellers. Uh, Lorenzen needed him to go over. He only got three. Brad Lord with the hook. Bassett faded him. He got six. Same thing with Giolito. DeGrom, what happened to DeGrom? I don't know. Two Ks from DeGrom. Tongue, another one. He only pitched one inning. I don't know what happened. Did he get injured or what? 1K. Perez with the hook. Waldrop with the hook. Palante didn't do shit. Fott, 2Ks. Singer, 4. Castillo, 5. And Verlander with the hook. Um, some of the notable like hits that Matthew Boyd, I faded him. That was a good read. He only had 1K. Um, Quinn Priester, that was a sweaty under, but he got 4. And look at this. Tanner Gordon, put some respect on his name, bro. He had 9Ks, bro. Tanner Gordon. All right. The live parlay build fell short. Fell short. We only got 2 out of 6. That was really bad. But the pick of the day won. You know what I mean? That Walker Bueller. Yeah, good call. And I told you, man, we're gonna get paid off any pitchers playing against the Tigers or try to. You know what I mean? Alcantara over with 8Ks. Who was the ass of the day? Yeah, you guessed it. Andre Palante from the Cardinals. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, no Ks, no home runs. Palante, ass of the day. Meanwhile, pitcher of the day, we got Tanner Bybee. Nobody saw this on their radar yesterday. I know I didn't. 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no home runs, 10 Ks. 9 innings pitched, 2 hits. He had a career day yesterday. Tanner Bybee, pitcher of the day. Let's go. Now, looking at my projections here, um, if you got the projections, you in the, Dub Club and YouTube executive tier, you got the projections, right? And if you were to play all the overs, you see you got some nice odds there, 10,031 odds. If you were to play all the unders, it's 9,407 odds. If you were to do the safe ass plays, it's 15. That's a 15 legger plus 6,047 odds. If you were to do all the overs and unders, is that a C? It must have been a mistype. My bad. All right. But yeah, it's insane odds here. 896,189. And if you were to do all the projections, right, minus the 2 early games, because there's 2 early games and the rest of them in the afternoon, you got an insane 5,618,497 odds. So, I mean, people like lottery plays. There's some ideas for you. you can, like I said, take the projections and create your own masterpiece. Um, Pick of the day. Here it is. We got Tawan Trash Walker under and Bryce Elder over against the Astros, and Tawan Walker under against the Royals. Both of them are plus money. It may be a spicy play, but we're going to talk about why I like it in just a second. Um, Here is the pick six. We got the two overs, the two unders, and the two safe ass plays. All right. My two overs, I got Hunter Green and Max Fried. For my unders, I'm fading Sagano and Mitch Ferris. And for my safe ass plays, I'm going with Colin Ray and Logan Webb. So let's talk about it. Um, why do I feel the way I do here? If I could just get 1 second. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's start with Trash Walker. Here he goes. His line is at 2.5. This is an incredible fade, by the way. That's why it's spicy with the plus money. It's spicy. For the season, he's 43%. We slap on the filters. Away games, matchup grade. And it likes it. Um, with the filters is 50%. All right, so we reset that. You say, hey, what? Why is you fading this guy? Well, he got head-to-head history. Yes, it was last year. 3 innings pitched, 2 Ks, 6 earned runs, 8 hits, 2 home runs with a walk. I said, okay, the head-to-head, he didn't do it, but he only pitched 3 innings. So I'm like, all right, what has he done lately? Last two games, the last two been trash. One against Miami, two against Milwaukee. He had 3 against the Mets, 5 against Washington, and then 3 against Washington. So you're like, okay, 3 Ks is like the minimum amount of Ks a pitcher should be able to get, right? It should be, right? He should, but this was my concern. His earned runs, bro. Over 3, he's given up 4, 5 earned runs. And his hits, you see this shit? He giving up 8 hits to Miami, 7 to Milwaukee, 10 to the Mets. What do you think the Royals are gonna do, man? They're gonna hit his ass up. And then I was like, okay, that's why this head-to-head made sense, because he let up 8 hits against them and had 6 earned runs against them in only 3 innings. All right. So I'm like, all right. Historically, they got to his ass. His earned runs lately been trash and his hits. I'm like, man, he's gonna give up a home run. He's a 4, 5 inning guy, and he's been giving out walks. So that was my rationale on Fade and Walker. If he goes over, I'd be surprised. Kansas City is gonna light his ass up, bro. That's just so we Fade and Walker. Now, Bryce Elder, on the other hand, his line is at 4.5. You see, his walks are a concern. If we go to our total list here, let's just focus on Elder and let's just focus on Elder shit. And this was my read on him. It came out green, right? He's not giving up earned runs, 4 hits, it's normal. Not really giving up home runs either. He's gonna give you 6 innings. And like I said, his walks was my only concern. So I said, okay, with that, we looking at the strikeouts. His line is at 4.5, right? I'm looking at his last 5 games, and I'm like, damn, this don't look bad, bro. He's giving you at least 3 Ks. All right. So, all right, he's giving you at least three. There's no head to head. So I'm looking at these other recent starting pitchers. All right. And you got 4 from Hurston Waldrop. Gossman gave him 9. Barrios, he's been shitty lately. He even got 4. Shane Bieber, that was surprising. 4. But Patrick Corbin, 5. You know what I mean? DeGrom, you expect that. Merrill Kelly, yeah. So I'm like, okay. Um, they can get, Houston's not super strong batters. They're pretty good. So I'm looking at his last 5, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the earned runs. He's not really giving up. Like I said, everything on this list is why I said, okay, he could do it, you know? And that was my logic on that. His earned runs is low. He's not really giving up too many hits or home runs, and he's going 6 innings. So I'm like, yeah, he should get 5, bro, in 6 innings. He should. That was the logic. His last 2 games, he got back to back. He played the Cubs back to back. All right. And got 6 against them. He gets 6 against the Cubs, bro. He'll get 5 against Houston. Dumb logic, I know, but we'll see how it turns out. Um, so that explains the pick of the day. Now we're gonna go over the safe ass play. Um, yeah, and let me screenshot this safe ass play. Um, we're gonna go over it again. Here we go. We got Colin Ray for 4 Ks. Let's start with him because that's the first game. So let's go. Colin Ray, 4 Ks. Oops, why did I put Ray for? Okay. Last 5 games. I got it on the last 5 games here, preset to 4. Um, the last 5 games, I'm like, okay, he just got 6 against Washington. He's playing Tampa. He got 3 against Atlanta, 2 against San Fran, 3 against Milwaukee, 5 against Pittsburgh. So I'm like, okay, he's getting at least 3. And I looked at the head-to-head. Yeah, it was last year, but he went 6 innings. He got 5 Ks, no earned runs, 4 hits, no home runs with 2 walks. So history, he got 5. I'm looking at his last 5. He just recently got 6 against Washington. And I say, all right, he should be able to get 4, bro. That was the logic. Uh, let's see where Tampa is. They're 21st. So they're like 11th in batting. Uh, that's pretty good. But like I said, the history, even though that was last year, he went 6 innings. He's gonna give you in these last 5 innings, he's gonna give you about 4. That was my concern. Let's go to my total stats here. And what was my concerns with Ray? Let's check him out. The concerns were the innings and his walks. Like, I'm like, damn, is he gonna be in the game long enough to get the Ks? You know? And he's walking people. So I'm looking at his last 5 games. The earned runs, slight concern. Um, hits, it's pretty normal. San Fran got to him. Uh, not really giving up home runs, But like I said, it was that pitch count. Like, look at this 4 innings, and you know, I need at least 5.5. I love 6 inning guys. 6 inning guys, I love them. And he's giving up some walks. So I had concerns. but I feel like he should at least get four. Like he's getting at least three. He should get four. That was, we'll see what happens with that. It's the first game. Those first games be, sometimes janky, but yesterday I knocked the first game out the park. Sagano, as far as pitcher projections, I did a side bet and that came up short. Sagano under. Why are we fading Sagano other than the fact he's playing Toronto? Um, so Sagano playing Toronto. His line is at 3.5. As you see, for the season, he's 52%. Away games, matchup grade, it's good. They likes it. So you got two positives going for him. And I said, okay, let's look at the head to head. And there's two games here, and they both were this year. Yeah, it was early in the season, but come on, this right here is what you're gonna see today. All right. Because early in the season he was trash against them. Ain't nothing changed, bro. And Toronto got better than they were earlier in the season. Okay. So he went 4 innings each time. He had 1K and no Ks his most recent, with 3 earned runs, 8 hits. He let up a home run, and he was giving up 2 walks each time. So the head to head, so all of a sudden, and with his last five, he just had one against the Dodgers, four against San Fran, six against Boston. That was impressive. But then, he faced Boston twice. That's why maybe he figured them out that second time. And then two against Seattle. I'm like, bro, I just don't see him getting 4Ks against Toronto. He hasn't historically. And let's see here. If we go here and look at my concerns about Sagano, and which made me say, oh yeah, he's not gonna get 4Ks. It's look at this, it's all red. Earned runs 3, hits allowed 6. He's given up at least one home run. Only pitching 4 innings, maybe 4.5, and he's given up a walk. So I looked at his last 5 games, and I'm looking at these earned runs, and this is nasty. Okay, at least 4 in the last 3 games. This is pure filth. Toronto is gonna expose him. All right. Um, with the hits. Look at this. Look at this. That's why. Okay. And the confidence level is 100. 2 home runs, 3 home runs against the Dodgers. Come on, man. Slam dunk under. It's only giving you, look at this, 3 innings, 3 innings. He has some sixes in there, in a five, but bro, pack him up. Sagano, come on, man. I'll be surprised if he goes over. You know what I mean? Confidence level through the roof on that one. Um, so we talked about Ray. We talked about Sagano. Now let's talk about Max Fried. Why did I say he'll go over against the Red Sox? Let's check it out. His line, 5.5. For the season, he's coming in at 55%. We do the away games, the matchup grade. It didn't help. Okay, I said, all right, they division rivals. Gotta have some head to head, and he does. We got 3 games here. This is a nice amount to look at. And in each game, he went over with at least 7Ks. So I'm like, okay, so he's supposed to have a regression now. You know what I mean? Where he just get 5. Boston maybe figured him out. I don't know. But this strong head-to-head history of him proving he could get 6Ks. I'm looking at his last 5 games. Toronto, okay. Uh, but that's Toronto. You know what I mean? And he got 4 against them. Houston, 5. Washington, 6. Boston, 7. And St. Louis, 6. So last time he faced him, he got 7, which wasn't too long ago. And he went 6 innings, no earned runs, 4 hits, did not let up a home run, but he did give up 3 walks. So looking at his last 5, it's been good. His earned runs are low. Um, Here's what made me say, yeah, to Fried. Let's go to the breakdown. I said, yeah, look at it. 1, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, normal. Might give up a home run, but he's going 6 innings. I don't like his walks. I don't. Um, yeah, see, look, the hits is kind of normal. Toronto got 6 on him, but it's Toronto. Like I said, not really giving up home runs. He's giving you every bit of 6 innings. Look at this, 7. You know what I mean? So come on. He will continue to get those Ks. Like I said, his walks were a concern. But I feel like history proved it. He'll get 6, bro. So Max Fried, over. Next up, we got Logan Webb. I took him with the safe ass 5. I really feel like he goes over. But let's check him out. What did I like about Webb? Um, where is he? There he is. I like the fact that he don't give up home runs, and he's almost a 6 inning guy. Didn't like his walks. Um, yeah, I forgot to mark that. Yeah. So I didn't like. This is why I went with the 5. I was like, man, his earned runs, his hits, bro. He's not really giving up home runs, but his walks is turning to runs, you know, and he have been giving up some hits here. So let's go. Let's check out Webb. For the season is a smoking 70%. Okay. Home games, matchup grade, 100%. So I was like, man, I really wanted to go with the over, right? I'm like, okay, let's check the head to head. And I'm like, if this don't give you enough data to work with, nothing will. You know what I mean? There's 6 games to look at. The most recent game was back in July. He went 5 innings, he got 6 Ks, but 6 earned runs, 6 hits. He let up 2 home runs and he gave up a walk. So this down here is everything what I looked at. And I said, I'm looking at this. He's going to get at least 4 Ks, no matter what garbage he have with his hits or walks. So he's getting at least 4, all right, on the head to head. No more than 6, but at least 4. So I'm looking at his last 5 games, and it's amazing. I'm like, what? This guy, he's been on fire with at least 5 Ks, right? So I'm like, damn. I really wanted to go with the over. I really feel like he will go over. But I said, all right, man, if I go with this safe ass 5, he should get it. You know what I mean? And look at his last 10. I like Logan Webb. The earned runs and hits are a concern, along with the walks, but Logan Webb gets it done today. Safe as 5. Next up, Mitch Ferris. We fading him. Mitch Ferris, Los Angeles Angels. He's facing the hot ass Mariners, bro. So that was part of my consideration. The Mariners are on fire. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. They like gelling just at the right time. So let's see here. Mitch Ferris. What I did like, he don't really give up runs or hits. You know, you might give up a home run. He's giving you 5 innings and only one walk. I liked it. I liked the numbers. But here's what made me say I was hesitant, right? So his line is at 4.5. Here's the concern. It's only 2 games. All right. He faced Oakland and Kansas City. He got 3 Ks out of Kansas City and 4 out of Oakland. They're saying he'll get at least 5 against Seattle. Seattle last month ranked 13th in strikeouts. So look at the head to head recent starting pitchers versus Seattle. And you see this? Do you see? Okay, Hurston Waldrop got 5. Chris Sale got 9. Adrian Hauser got 8. Shane Baz, 6. Is Mitch Ferris as good as those guys? I don't think so. I don't know. It's only 2 games. But the way Seattle's been playing lately, the numbers here prove it. This past like week or 2 weeks, bro, nobody is getting 5Ks on him. And I don't think he will. He might get 4. He might, bro. But I'm fading him. So we'll see how that turns out. Might be a little bit spicy. Um, and last up, I went with Hunter Green over against the Athletics. Hunter Green. And here's my thoughts on Hunter Green. Um, Low earned runs. Um, Hits, 5 hits. Okay. It's not really giving up home runs and 1 walk. So I was like, hey, it looks good. Let's check him out. Hunter Green. That line, high as hell. 7.5 is like, yeah, we're at over. Here we go. Over 7.5. There's no head-to-head history. I'm looking at these recent starting pitchers, and is Hunter Green as good as Connolly Early, Crochet, Scooble, Logan Gilbert? I think so. He's right behind those guys. This Connor Early guy, I don't know who he is, but yeah, Hunter Green is right behind these guys. He's right behind Crochet, Scooble, Gilbert. Come on, man. So I'm looking at for the season, he's 44%. Away games matchup grade. It likes it. And he didn't have head to head. I'm looking at his last 5 games. He just had 12 against the Mets. And then I was like, okay, that's it, bro. Over. Really, honestly. Honestly. I was like, what? Okay, he got 12 against the Mets, bro. Come on, man. He'll get 8 against the Athletics. And where are they? Um, they are right above the Tigers at 16, middle of the pack the last month. But we know they're capable of getting strikeouts, bro. And he got 7 against Toronto. So I'm like, 7 against Toronto and 12 against the Mets. You mean to tell me he can't get 8 against the Athletics, bro? He had this shitty game against the Dodgers here. He had 12 against the Angels, 6 against Philly. Bro, he's getting 8. And I'm looking at the last 5 earned runs. You know, I said Dodgers got to him, Angels got to him, but it's not too bad. You know, the hits, he got it under control against the Mets, but 4 or 5 hits, okay. Uh, Home runs, slight concern. You know, he can give up one, but he's a 6 inning guy, and I like that too. I said, all right, he's going six. You know, the walks, slight concern. But I feel like he can do it, Hunter Green for the over. And yeah, you see what that parlay is, plus 2,398 odds with the first game starting at 2. Uh, if you made it this far, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you're playing. Let me know what you like or don't like, and I will respond. So, um, that's it. Well, let's see what happens today. I got some more plays to whip up for the Discord for my Dub Club and YouTube executive tier. I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna get this money.